What is going on YouTube? Today I got a deal that I couldn't resist. So I went to Jack Astor's, a place that I don't think I've been on the channel before, and I haven't been there in a very long time. And they had a deal, a 2-for-1 deal, but for their pasta, their Asiago chicken bow ties. So I was like, let me get that. I can eat one now, and I can eat one for leftovers tomorrow, or if I'm still hungry, yeah, you know me, I might eat it again. So let's see here. I don't think so though, because this is one. This thing's big. And I was like, do I need to get, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the sauce. I was like, do I need to get my bowl? And I think I do need to get my bowl here, but let's go ahead and dribble this on. This thing doesn't feel too hot, I'm not gonna lie to you. And which sucks because I'm like right next to it. I wouldn't pick this up and I'm right next to it. It doesn't feel hot at all. So, I mean, that's something, but anyways, yeah, I went to go pick this up and I got a 2-for-1 deal and hopefully it's good so I can eat it all tomorrow or today or whatever the case may be. Let me set this up because I don't know. Obviously you guys can't see, but I think even if I like, yeah, no, I'm gonna need the bowl here. You know, they scam me because on the bag it says cutlery and all this other stuff and there's no cutlery here. Not at all. And that's when I realized, I realized this a couple like months ago that these restaurants are getting pretty stingy. Like no one wants to give you cutlery anymore. And I can't understand why, because it's just cutlery. Like you give takeout cutlery with takeout orders. That's just how it is customary, but I guess not anymore. But here it is here. It looks kind of ugly because I just kind of tossed it in, but we're gonna see how this is. Look at it, it's so pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope. Before we get started, guys, just remember to watch to the end to hear my review on this Asiago chicken bow tie pasta. And also, I got a couple stories about how I lost money investing in just other stuff. So let's go for a shoe. No, it's pretty good. I was about to say it's not bad, but I like it. It's pretty good. It tastes like my my favorite pasta from Turtle Jack's. You know what? And there's also an Asiago like sauce, so makes sense. Bow ties are pretty. I imagine I'm gonna finish this quickly. I'm pretty hungry. Ain't nothing but a Reese peanut butter cup today, actually. That's it. Yeah. Anyways, how was your guys' day today? That wasn't too bad. Just gym. But let me tell you guys a little bit of stories. About how I lost money, because in the last video I said I have some stories about how I lost money, and I do. I really do. So first I told you guys a story about how I lost money in crypto. So that's just one way I lost some money, but when I was younger, I always had this dream of being a day trader or a swing trader, something of the like. So I always tried doing it. After doing that, and for those who don't know, day trading is basically when you like buy a stock and then sell it within the same day, or swing trades within the same week. And all the big amounts of money I lost were from that. So when I first started doing it, I don't think I ever made money doing it. I may have made a couple hundred here and there, but in the grand scheme of it, definitely lost money doing that. And just off of fees alone, it's pretty interesting. Definitely lost like some money there. And then I tried doing options. Options was like an interesting one. To this day, I still don't really understand options like that. Options got like the Greeks and all this stuff, but anyone who does options will hear me say this will know exactly what I'm referring to. But I remember I bought an option, and I don't remember the date that I set it for, but I bought it and I waited until the very end of the day, because I think you buy options in time frames. And I waited to the very end of it, and basically the option was worth nothing. So when I sold it, I didn't make any money from it. I'm pretty sure I ended up losing money from it. I know that sounds confusing to some people. It's confusing to me, because I don't even know how the hell I lost money there. But, you know, I'm definitely a invest when you're unprepared kind of guy. The two ones hurt me really badly. So the first one, I was and I'm still invested in a company called Green Lane. So it's a green energy company, and I invested into it. I think at the end of 2021 or something. Was at 80 cents. I bought $800 worth. I bought 1,000 shares. That thing went up to like nearly $3. So I was up some good amount of money for it. And I just held it, and I kept on holding it. I even told my friend to invest into it. And then he did. He invested like $300. And I am still diamond hand on that, because to this day, that stock is at 10 cents. So it was at 80 cents. I bought it, went up to $3. Close, and now it's down to 10 cents. Man, so tragic, but that's not the worst one. The worst one is I was working at a place. I was talking to this guy, right? And he told me about investing into marijuana stocks. You know, this was probably like, what, 2018, I'd say. And cannabis was becoming legalized in Canada. So me, and I feel like rightfully so, I'm thinking, yeah, cannabis is about to be legalized here. It's time for me to invest to it, right? It's be a great time to invest to it. Wrong. So at the time I was selling my car because I didn't want my car anymore, and I had a Genesis. I missed that car, such a nice car. But yeah, I had a Genesis, and then I sold it. And I went and bought an Elantra, and then after that, I had probably like, I don't know, let's say $8,000 left over for when I sold it, because I sold the car for $13,000. I bought the Elantra for like $5,000. I'm paraphrasing the numbers exactly, but I had $8,000 left over. So I spent like 2 or 3. And I was like, let me take this $5,000 and invest it to Aurora Cannabis, because when Aurora Cannabis goes up, I'm gonna make so much money. Like right now, it's at, I think at the time it was at like $15, but like say it goes up to 45, 50, 100. My 5,000 will like, you know, be multiplied by so much, by like 5 times, 6 times. I'll be like, I'll have so much money at this point. Lesson learned, because I want this company to go bankrupt. I don't care if I lose my money. I want to lose my money as long as they go bankrupt, because listen, I'm seeing, or at least I was seeing, so many bad things about this company, about how there's mismanagement, there's corruption, everything like that. This stock went from $15 down to like, I think $1. And then they did a reverse stock split, which means they reduced the amount of shares and increased the share price. And then it went back up and then went down, and then they did a reverse stock split again, right? Because usually they'll do a stock split where they'll like bring the price down and open up the shares or whatever the case may be. But that's what they did. So basically my shares in value are going down, 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 down. And then they reduce the amount of shares I have by increasing the share price. And it goes down and down and down again. And that may sound like a good idea to some people, but let me tell you something. I had $5,000 invested into it. Okay? To this day, that $5,000 is worth $45. I think it's worth $45 now. I lost over 99% of it, or something like that. It's absolutely insane. And I only have 3 shares left in it. I had 400 shares, but since they kept reducing the amount of shares that everyone had, by increasing their price, I now have 3 shares and it's worth like $45. Or I have 30 shares, it's worth $45. Something small like that. Like when I look on my app at the stock, it's so depressing because it's at like minus 99%. And it's like, oh, wow, hate that. So, you know, maybe I'm not the best person to take investing advice from, but you know, I don't give investing advice. So final bite here. Hey, everyone makes mistakes. Let me tell you something, because I learned my lesson from that. Now I just invested to S&P. I invest in myself. That's underrated. I mentioned in the last video, always invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. Sounds cringy, and it is, but it's true, you know? So that was the Asiago bow tie chicken, blah, 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 whatever the hell it's called, from Jack Astor's. That is really good. It's not as good as the Turtle Jacks one, but it's pretty good. I'll probably give it like, I know it's enjoyable, like an 8. If it was a bit hotter, like it was just, it was like regular hot, but if it was like hot, like, oh, like burning my mouth hot, that'd be a little bit better, but you know, it's whatever. It's still good. I probably wouldn't even change the score now that I think about it. But yeah, with that being said, remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Anything you want to try, anything you want to talk about. I'm down to that. Always check out the suggested videos in the side. And yeah, that was the Jack Astor's Asiago chicken bow ties. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little story about how I lost money. I think there's other ways I lost money too. I just can't remember. Like aside from poker, I lost money in poker when I first started. It's only been a year, but well, it'll be a year in about like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But when I first started, I lost money, and that was stressful, but it's all a part of the game, you know. When you lose money in like investing and you lose money in like poker, you lose money in like anything, I consider it, you know what, I relate it to like school. You go to school to get a degree, right? And you have to spend money to like learn and all that stuff. And then, you know, you get to make money back when you get a job. That's kind of how I look at it with just like, you know, a lot of things like investing, anything really that takes like some sort of investment, whether it's self or monetarily, you know. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. That was Jack Astor's Asiago chicken bow ties at 10. Hope you guys enjoyed my stories, first shoe review, and peace.